Hello and welcome to Mr. Red Dragon, and I'm your host. So what I find interesting is there seems to be a new challenger in town when it comes to cam models. So recently, there's been a thing that has happened on a site called Chatterbait, which is a cam model express, as you call it, where this person, Project Melody, has created a VR cam girl experience. So the person has been using motion capture, but what I find more interesting than that is it leads to new possibilities and new ways of experiences. So you may be thinking to yourself that, Project Melody has been hitting number one a lot on when it's been viewing. And what I find really interesting is that this is a start of a new wave of creativity. Sometimes people get bored of what they see and then they want to, find new ways. Sometimes people get really bored of the reality and they want to see some hentai. Let's be fair. Sometimes the anime titties are much more nicer than a pair of your grandma's titties. Either way, it's a win. But what I find awesome too is because of this, because of Project Melody, we're sure to be getting an influx of not just other followers that are going to follow suit in VR cam girls, but you can expand to not just human, but elves, demons, uh, furries and stuff. You can expand on that VR to a wider audience now that you couldn't do before as just a regular person. This is the future. We are in the future. And it's amazing what this has done. It's fucking flexing right onto the people who use themselves to gain a higher position, who expect no challenges, and now, because of the VR experience, they have a challenger which will now either make them get creative and expand their horizons or drop out altogether. This is a legendary moment of history. You will not get this anywhere else. And right now it is so funny because the women on that site are saltier than the Star Wars fans like the planet Crate. It's hilarious. Like, you got people complaining that a cartoon is overshadowing them. And what I find funny is they're going back to these excuses of like, oh, the cartoons are just for kids. It's like, yo, dumbass. It's not about the appeal, it's about the content that rates what the intended audience is for, you goddamn retards. And it's hilarious. It's something I find interesting because just like a lot of people have feared technology, you know, in a weird sense of like, oh, we're going to have a takeover, we're going to be doing this. But no one has ever expected that a takeover would start being sexy. And it's going to get a lot more better. Because right now, it's just starting off. Wait until the advancements are improved. And not just that, but wait until you start seeing more creative aspects that you will not see anywhere else. Like I said, Project Melody right now is starting off as this kind of cutesy anime girl kind of thing. Now, in order for a Chatterbait account, you have to give in your credit card details. You have to, give adult information. So obviously, the woman behind this is a adult, but a lot of people are complaining that the appeal of the character herself, Project Melody, her design looks very younger. But here's the thing: there are real women who look like teenagers that are adults, and vice versa. You gotta understand that this is interesting, and especially with anime, because, anime is a Japanese thing. They do that all the time. They have their styles and whatnot. But, all I gotta say is congratulations to Project Melody for being #1 in the past 4 days. Like, that's amazing. And not just that, but holy fuck. You're running down these competitions. They're freaking out. I think one of the girls are on suicide watch. It's fucking hilarious. And this is the kind of shit that would never be expected 20 years ago. 20 years ago, like, we rarely had an internet experience. Like, I remember 20 years ago, I rarely used a computer. YouTube wasn't even born yet. 20 years ago, we all we had our information was from forum sites that you had to kind of read. You rarely was there sites with actual good quality videos. You gotta have poor quality that you're kind of seeing right now from just a webcam. But that's the thing. We're advancing so far. You got so much now. This VR is just a taste of what's to come. You know what I mean? But hey, like I said, this is just awesome because, like I said, you can expand this from not just, like I said, this is motion capture. So you can change your character from anything in any gender. You can make it male, female, hermaphrodite, trans, whatever. You can make it human, elf, dragon girl, cat girl, furry, you know, angel, demon. You can make it anything you want. This is an achievement that should be celebrated, and it's only going to get better from here. Cause those girls that are crying right now, the ones that are not getting the views, sorry, but you either gotta start getting more creative, or you gotta start packing to another job. You know, you can't just sit there and expect nothing when you got a new challenger. You gotta either stand up or sit down. And that's what I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, expect some more content. I might do more blogs later down the line, but this is amazing. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Right, see ya.